doing another live. And the reason I'm on here today is because I told you I will be visiting you more these days because it's just so many things that interest me now, and I have the time to come online and talk about some of these things. And today, I'm a little discouraged. I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little bit shocked by how lightly we take some of the things that's been happening from a political perspective over the last couple of years, maybe more than 4 years, 5, 6, 7 years. So we've been paying attention to the clown show as far as politics and the stages, battles between Republicans and Democrats and that type of scenario. Hey, I just finished studying theater, performance, and what it means. Every day we all perform to a certain degree. So those performances don't excite me or entertain me like they used to because there's always something serious going on in the background. What I notice, I don't usually talk about politics, but from a political perspective, some of the things that's been going on in the background while we watching clown shows, people are taking liberties from people. People are changing laws. People are finagling with constitutional law. People are finagling with state, federal laws. People are lobbying to deprive, to reverse, to eliminate, to subtract progress, advancement, and some of the things that people have fought and died to overcome. Do you know, I was discussing with somebody that based on law, the African American has not been reading for that long. Yet, we have not only caught up, but surpassed some of the ratings as far as reading, the ability to read go. Imagine not being allowed to read and some of the levels that we read and function on now. Imagine someone trying to take some of these things away from you. If somebody came out next week and said you're no longer allowed to read because you belong to a specific group. See, so for me not to prolong my topic any further, it's affirmative action. To eliminate affirmative action is a very, very, very sensitive subject to me. So where most people sit in the clown show in an argument about a debate, whether that's a fair practice or not, think about what life was like when it didn't exist. Think about compassion when it didn't exist. Think about fairness or the goodness of the heart or the moral compasses when affirmative action didn't exist. And think about all the people have took advantage of that right since its enactment, since it's been a federal law, or since it's been implemented into law, into school or college admissions in some of your top-notch Ivy League colleges, since it's been something that's been used throughout American society to try to level the playing field. Think about how it was before affirmative action existed, because that's where you're going to find how people respond and react to its elimination, to its exclusion, to its subtraction. Or do you really think that people are going to hire out of the goodness of their heart, or because of their moral compass or their spiritual base? Or do you think they're going to admit people to college based on their moral compass or their spiritual base? So we have no need for affirmative action. So I'm disappointed. I'm disgusted with the fact that this has been tampered with and this has been brought to the table and eliminated, along with Roe versus Wade, and so many other things that's taking place while we watching some of these clown shows taking place. While we focus on the clown show, it's what's really going on in the background, like the elimination of affirmative action. Messing around with it, something that was needed, something that had to be, because people didn't want to play fair. People want to take their ball and run. People wanted you to help them build a playground and then didn't want you to play in it with them. See, stuff is far more serious than we think it is. So, when you see me talk about dance and religion and some of the things that interest me in media and theater and riding bikes and doing home improvements and things like that, hey, let's get down to the nitty gritty. What do you really think about the elimination of affirmative action? What do you really think about where that might take us as a nation, as a people, as Americans? And overall, why do you think it had to be affirmative action in the first place? And that might give you some idea of how it might be without it. Hey, my name is Dan Land Pro. Hey, we need to pay more attention to what's really going on. Really going on. Hey, until my next live, peace.